The Little Tin Soldier. Once upon a time there was a toy soldier made of tin, but so well moulded and painted that he seemed real. He looked very smart in his bright red outfit with gold buttons, white belt and black trousers, and his red-cheeked face bore a black moustache that twisted up at the ends. He was a souvenir from a visit to the royal palace, and he now guarded all the toys in the toy room from his position on the window ledge. There was a threadbare teddy and an old spinning top that didn't spin any more. There was a football that was almost flat, and skittles which were all marked due to being hit so often by the ball. But the toy the little tin soldier loved best was the ballerina. It stood on the tip of its toe on top of a little wooden music box. When it was wound up, the ballerina went round and round to the tune of a waltz. She was set in a graceful pose with one leg stretched backwards and her arms curved upwards, and looked beautiful in her pink ballerina's outfit. For the little tin soldier it was love at first sight. But unfortunately, the lovely ballerina would not look at him. She was even facing the other way. At night, the toys would come alive and move about, but the lovely ballerina stayed with her back to him. On one occasion he had tried to talk to her, but at that instant the lid on a box next to her flew open and a toy devil on a spring shot out. He was very jealous of the soldier and the ballerina talking to each other. He threatened them with terrible things if he caught them again, then disappeared back into his box. The toy soldier didn't want the ballerina to come to any harm, so he resisted talking to her for many months, although his heart was breaking. Then, one fine summer's day, he decided to try again. Barely had the first words left his lips than the evil jack-in-a-box shot out and so startled our tin soldier that he fell backwards. Unfortunately for him, due to the heat of the day, the nursery window was ajar, and he fell out and landed between two stones on the pavement outside. There he lay for some time, and bit by bit became covered in dust. Then one day there was a heavy rainfall, and his red jacket shone so brightly again amidst the pavement stones that he was found by two passing boys. They had the idea of turning him into a sailor, so they built a paper boat, placed him at its helm, and lowered it into one of the streams left by the rainfall. From stream to stream the boat sailed on until it reached a small river. What an adventure! There were waterfalls, rocks, and dangerous gorges. The soldier continued as captain of his paper boat until eventually it started to sink. As he sank toward the riverbed, he was gobbled up by a large fish. His last thought was of the lovely ballerina. He had no idea how much time had passed, when suddenly he saw light again and heard a cry. "Oh, look what's in here! A little tin soldier!" The woman who had been cleaning the fish before cooking it took the toy to her young son, who played with it for a while before taking it to the playroom and placing it on the window ledge. The little tin soldier looked around him and could barely believe his eyes. There was the threadbare teddy, the old spinning top, the football, the battered skittles, and oh, how his heart started beating! The beautiful ballerina. Suddenly, she did a pirouette and turned towards him. The lid of the jack-in-a-box flew up, but at that moment his spring snapped and he fell back into the box, never to appear again. Since that time, the ballerina has learned how to be a sentry, while the little soldier has learned how to dance the waltz, following the tune from the music box, and they are together and happy to this day.